So what is up, my rebels? Today we're going to be predicting the 174 and 184 pound weight classes, the upcoming NCAAs. We'll have separate videos for each weight class, so whichever one you're watching right now, make sure you check the other one out on my channel. Let's go right into the video. So first off, in the round of 32 at the top side of 174, Michael Kemmer will have an easy win. Clay Lau will have a pretty close matchup with Benjamin from Army, but he is leading common opponent, so I have him advancing here. Donnell Washington will have an easy win. Same with Daniel Bullard, Logan Massaw as well. There'll be a close matchup though between Jacob Oliver and Bernie Trax, but I think Trax will be able to pull through. He's a stud wrestler from, I think, Cal Poly, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but Jackson Hunter will also have an easy win, and then Michael Labriola as well. And then in the round of 32, on the bottom side of 174, Starochi, Murphy, McNally, Romero, Mako, and Demetrius Romero as well. All 6 of those guys should have easy ways to advance. It'll be a close matchup though with Dustin Plott and Thomas Flitz of App State. Flitz, he is a great wrestler, but Plott leads in common opponents. I'm going to pick him here to move on. And then O'Malley versus Hastings. O'Malley gone up against some tough guys from Drexel University. Only has 1 loss on the season. Think he's going to be able to get the upset here over Hayden Hastings of Wyoming. And then in the round of 16 and the quarters on the top side of 174, Michael Kemmer have an easy time advancing here against Clay Lau. Donnell Washington and Daniel Bullard. Bullard, a great wrestler from NC State, while Donnell Washington from Indiana is really a gritty wrestler. He had that big upset in the first week of NCAA or Big Ten wrestling where he won over Carter Starochi. Wasn't able to get any high rank wins like that after that, but he is still a stud wrestler. Underperformed a bit at the Big Tens. I think he'd probably get the upset here over Daniel Bullard of NC State. Massaw should have an easy time advancing, and so will Mikey Labriola. Then between Massaw and Labriola, I believe Labriola did beat him at the Big Tens, and he placed higher as well, so I think he'll probably be able to get another win here, and Kemmer should be able to beat Washington pretty easily. And in the quarters in round of 16, on the bottom half of 174, Starochi should have an easy time advancing. So will McNally, Romero, and Demetrius Romero. All 4 of those guys, they don't really have tough matchups due to some upsets that occurred down here. But then between Starochi and McNally, Starochi should have an easy time winning. And then between Romero and Romero, this one is going to be very close. Although it's a 2 and the 7, you might think that's a big difference. You got to remember, Demetrius Romero is from a small school in a small conference. He's not from one of these big powerhouse schools like Ohio State where they go up against some of the toughest guys in the Big Ten. So it's definitely going to be close between Caleb Romero and Demetrius Romero. I do think Caleb Romero will advance here, get the upset, because Demetrius Romero, as much of a stud he's been throughout the season, he hasn't gone up against these tough guys like Logan Massaw, Mikey Labriola, Carter Starochi, Michael Kemmer, and Caleb Romero has gone up against these guys. He's put a pretty good fight against Starochi as well, so I think he'll probably get the upset here. And between Michael Kemmer and Mikey Labriola, Labriola of course will lose to Kemmer. The guy's a beast at 174. I don't see a way he's not going to make the finals at 174. He's just a stud. And then between Starochi and Caleb Romero, I think Starochi will be able to get another close win, probably in overtime against Caleb Romero, and get another win over him like he did earlier on in the season. I think it was the Penn State versus Ohio State duel that he beat him in tiebreakers. But yeah, have him making the finals once again. And then Kemmer versus Starochi, a rematch of the Big Ten finals. And I think Starochi's going to get an upset here. You might be thinking, no way, he got destroyed by Kemmer. And that is kind of true. Kemmer did pretty much manhandle him in the Big Ten finals, but a lot of Penn State wrestlers, like I said before, they peak in the finals, the NCAA finals. They just do really well at that tournament. So while they might not have performed the best at the Big Ten, like Starochi, he did pretty good actually at the Big Ten, but I think if he can really get to his shots, Kemmer, he has really good defense, especially with his hips. He can get to his shots and suck that leg in. Really pull it in, so Kemmer's kind of in a sit-back position. I think you'll probably be able to get a few takedowns on Kemmer. It really comes down if he can get up on bottom or not, in my opinion. It's one of the hardest things to do, especially in guys like Michael Kemmer, who really put all 174 pounds into you while you are on bottom. So I think Starochi definitely has a chance to upset Kemmer. It's going to be very close, but I think he'll be able to pull through in this matchup. But yeah, it's going to wrap up our video talking about our predictions for 174 and 184. Whichever video you didn't check out, make sure you go check it out now. I'll probably have it linked somewhere here or here. And make sure you check out our past NCAA wrestling predictions as well for 125 all the way up to 165 pounds. But yeah, let's grab our video for today. NCAAs are tomorrow. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.